the day the Middle East held its breath. What if a single military operation could change the balance of power across an entire region in just a few hours? Imagine waking up to reports of missiles crossing borders, fighter jets racing through the darkness, and military commanders monitoring dozens of targets at the exact same moment. In modern warfare, victory is no longer decided only by the size of an army. It is decided by timing, technology, intelligence, and coordination. And that's exactly what makes this story so fascinating. Military analysts often discuss a concept known as time on target. It is one of the most complex tactics ever used in warfare. The idea is simple but incredibly powerful. Different weapons launched from different locations arrive at their targets at precisely the same second. Think about it. A cruise missile may need hours to reach its destination. A fighter jet may need much less time. A bomber could be operating from an entirely different direction. Yet military planners calculate every second of the journey so that everything strikes together. The result is overwhelming shock. Instead of giving defenders time to react to one attack and then prepare for another, multiple threats arrive simultaneously. Radar operators become overwhelmed. Command centers struggle to process information. Communication networks become overloaded. For decades, military strategists around the world have considered synchronized attacks one of the most effective ways to achieve surprise. But synchronization is only one piece of the puzzle. Before any aircraft enters hostile airspace, another battle often begins. This battle is invisible. It takes place in the electromagnetic spectrum. Modern militaries invest billions of dollars in electronic warfare systems designed to disrupt enemy communications and radar networks. Rather than physically destroying every radar installation, these systems attempt to confuse operators, hide friendly aircraft, or flood networks with false information. Imagine trying to drive through a city while every traffic light is malfunctioning and every road sign points in the wrong direction. That is similar to what electronic warfare attempts to achieve. Military aircraft, satellites, naval vessels, and specialized electronic warfare platforms can all contribute to this effort. Their goal is to reduce an enemy's awareness of what is actually happening. And in modern warfare, information can be just as valuable as firepower. Now picture a large-scale operation. Long before dawn, naval forces move into position. Destroyers patrol strategic waters. Submarines quietly monitor key regions. Carrier strike groups serve as floating air bases capable of launching dozens of aircraft in rapid succession. These vessels are more than warships. They are entire military ecosystems. A modern aircraft carrier can project power hundreds or even thousands of miles away from its location. Supported by escorts and logistics ships, carrier groups allow nations to operate far from home territory. Meanwhile, aircrews prepare for one of the most demanding missions imaginable. Pilots review flight plans. Intelligence officers analyze satellite imagery. Ground crews inspect every aircraft. Fuel calculations are checked repeatedly. Every detail matters. A mistake measured in seconds can affect the entire operation. As the mission begins, aircraft launch in carefully organized waves. The first wave focuses on gathering intelligence and suppressing threats. Its purpose is to identify dangers and create safer routes for aircraft following behind. The second wave concentrates on strategic targets. These may include military infrastructure, command centers, logistics hubs, or other facilities considered important to military operations. The third wave is designed to maintain pressure and prevent rapid recovery. Together, these waves create a coordinated campaign rather than a single isolated strike. But despite all the technology involved, one reality remains unchanged. No military operation is ever completely predictable. Unexpected challenges emerge. Weather conditions change. Equipment fails. Targets move. Human decisions influence outcomes. And sometimes the most carefully designed plans encounter resistance that planners never expected. That is why modern conflicts rarely end after the first strike. Even when one side gains an initial advantage, the opposing side often retains significant capabilities. Ballistic missiles, drones, long-range weapons, and reserve forces can all be used in response. This creates a dangerous cycle. One action leads to another. A strike prompts retaliation. Retaliation triggers further responses. And with every new development, the risk of escalation grows. This is what makes regional conflicts so concerning. Military operations no longer affect only the nations directly involved. Neighboring countries may close airspace. Commercial airlines reroute flights. Energy markets react instantly. Global financial systems respond to uncertainty. Within hours, events occurring in one region can impact people thousands of miles away. That is the reality of the modern world. Everything is connected. Technology has transformed warfare into something far more complex than massive armies meeting on a battlefield. Today, satellites orbit overhead. Cyber specialists operate behind computer screens. Pilots rely on advanced sensors capable of detecting threats at remarkable distances. Artificial intelligence assists with analysis. Real-time data flows between ships, aircraft, command centers, and intelligence networks. The battlefield has expanded into the air, sea, space, and cyberspace simultaneously. And yet, despite all these advancements, the most important factor remains human decision-making. Technology can provide information. It can increase accuracy. It can improve coordination. But ultimately, people make the choices. Political leaders, military commanders, intelligence analysts, pilots, sailors. Every major event depends on thousands of decisions made by individuals under immense pressure. As tensions rise in any region, the world watches carefully. Governments monitor developments. Military forces remain on alert. Citizens follow breaking news updates. And everyone asks the same question. What happens next? Will diplomacy succeed? Will tensions decrease? Or will the situation continue to escalate? History has shown that predicting the future of a conflict is incredibly difficult. Events can change within minutes. New information emerges. Strategies evolve. Unexpected developments alter the course of history. That uncertainty is what keeps the world watching. Because in moments of crisis, every decision matters. Every action has consequences. And sometimes, a single night can influence the future of an entire region. The story of modern warfare is not only about weapons and technology. It is about strategy. It is about timing. It is about information. And above all, it is about the choices that shape the course of history. If you enjoyed this breakdown of modern military strategy and geopolitical tensions, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for more in-depth stories and analysis from around the world.